hunger. The real threat to world peace is poverty. And the real threat to world peace is injustice. And as long as we have injustice, as long as we have poverty, and as long as we have occupation and imperialism, we're going to have resistance from people like yourselves. When NATO leaders are meeting over the next number of days here in Newport, will they be meeting to develop strategies to deal with poverty? Will they be meeting to develop strategies to deal with famine and hunger? No, they won't. They'll be telling us that the real threat is coming from Iran and Syria as they prepare for more new wars. So I'm proud of the fact that my party doesn't support NATO, it doesn't support these unjust wars, and we will continue to be part of that international effort to oppose imperialism and to oppose those unjust wars. Thank you very much.
Diolch yn fawr iawn. Yn siarad nesaf, mae Dirprwy Fair Caerdydd. Please give a very warm welcome to the Deputy Lord Mayor of Cardiff, Councillor Ali Ahmed.
Thank you. I'm here in a personal capacity rather than Deputy Lord Mayor of Cardiff. Friends and colleagues, we all know what's happening in Iraq. We all know what's happening in Gaza, Palestine, Ukraine, Syria, Afghanistan. Who created all this? It's us, America, Mr. Cameron. They need to understand what they need to do in Gaza and Palestine. We do not want a war. The Palestinians, they could complain they're throwing rockets. They're tour rockets. And the Israelis are firing? They're firing arms and weapons made in UK and USA, supplied by America. We all talk about democracy. When it came to the Hamas was elected in Palestine, we said no. Where's the democracy starts here? Who created Bin Laden? It's America. Who created ISIS? America. Now they're saying no to ISIS. Of course we don't support ISIS, but you are the one who's created them. Stay away from this. Make sure you let the people of Palestine and other part of the world live in peace. Freedom for Palestine, freedom for Palestine. Thank you all.
Thank you very much indeed, Councillor Ahmed. Our next speaker will be well known to many local people, particularly those of you who've been involved in organising this week-long of protests. Please welcome Pippa Bartolotti, resident of Newport and leader of the Wales Green Party. Welcome, Pippa.
Thank you, Kate, and wow, hello Newport. Look at you guys. Newport has never done anything this big. It's amazing. So hi everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Okay, why are we all here? We're here because money isn't being spent properly. We're here because our taxes are going to fund nuclear weapons and wars in countries where we have no business going. We're here because we know that those guys at the Celtic Manor, when they meet on Thursday and Friday, are not concerned about us. They're not concerned about the person who has enough money to go around. They're not concerned about the 500,000 people in the UK who had to use food banks last year. No, they're concerned about nuclear weapons and warfare. And why? Because war is a very good way of making money. It's a vile way of making money, and we don't want anything to do with it, do we? So let's think about it. Let's think about why we're here. Think about what people are doing in our name. Let's think for Libya. Libya, which has been torn to shreds with our money, our hard-earned money. Poor Libya. Let's think about Afghanistan, where tens, hundreds of thousands of innocent civilians, men, women, children have been slaughtered and they don't even know what the war's about. And there is never an excuse to kill a child. Never. And they're killing children in Gaza, they're killing children in Afghanistan. We've got Ukraine simmering on the horizon. And why? Could it be because NATO has put nuclear-armed missiles on all the borders of Russia? Could it be that NATO walks all over the EU and as soon as a nation joins the EU, it gets military warfare on its doorstep? Could it be that across Latvia, Lithuania, all the Baltic states, and now in the Ukraine, with all these missiles pointing at Russia, that Russia's got a right to get a bit twitchy about it?
Yeah!
And it's not being done in our name. It's being done by those guys in Colvitts, or what do you call it, on the hill. I've seen some of what's on their agenda. They want to put hundreds of thousands more troops in Poland, ready for mass action on Russia. This is in writing. They're planning on any amount of laws to be passed so that we can be legally aggressive to Russia. And what has Russia done to us? Okay, I'm not for anyone, but I'm against the way our money is spent. I'm against death and destruction, and I want them to rethink their aggressive policies and start putting our money to good use, to help with welfare, to help with peace building, to help with making everyone's lives better.